Here's how to replace the motherboard on the Dell laptop. This will be my last ever repair tutorial for this laptop. First, you're going to want to make sure the device is powered down. Then, flip it over and unscrew these 10 screws on the bottom. You're going to want to unclip this back panel, so don't be afraid to use a little force. Then, you're going to want to look inside, and you're going to see this very dense layout. What you're going to want to do is you're going to want to start by unclipping this battery connector so the device stays powered down. Then you're going to want to unscrew these 4 screws around the battery. Then you're going to want to set aside those 2 brackets in the battery. What you're going to see next is your motherboard fully exposed, and you are going to want to unclip this coin cell connector, the fan connector, the side I/O connector, the speaker connector, the trackpad connector, the keyboard connector, the display connector, and the power connector. All of these connectors need to be disconnected from the laptop before we continue. Then you're going to see this Wi-Fi card, and you're going to need to unscrew this 1 screw, lift up that tape, and then set it aside. You're going to want to lift the Wi-Fi card out. You're not going to want to disconnect any cables from it. Then set it aside. Then you're going to see this SSD. You're going to need to unscrew this screw here. You're going to set it aside right by the Wi-Fi card. Then you're going to see this laptop heatsink. You're going to need to unscrew these 4 screws and then lift it up. It's good. Set the heatsink aside right by your other components. Then you're going to see this power connector bracket that holds the power connector in. You're going to want to unscrew these 3 screws, and it should lift out easily. Then you're going to see these 3 screws on the motherboard, and you're going to want to unscrew them, set them aside. Then you're going to pull the motherboard out, and then you're going to screw in the 3 new screws on your new motherboard into here. So it'll be pretty easy because there's nothing in it yet. Then you're going to want to plug back in your power connector, screw it back in, screw back in the 3 screws, connect it. Then you're going to want to get your heatsink. You're going to want to screw in the 4 screws on your heatsink to your new motherboard. Then you're going to want to plug in your SSD and plug it in. Do the same thing with your Wi-Fi antenna over here. Just put the tape back. Then you're going to want to connect all of the connectors again. Now that they're all connected, you can put your battery back in by screwing in the 4 screws on it. Then you're going to want to plug in your battery last, and then you're going to want to screw in these 10 screws, and that should fix it. Thanks for watching.